I wanted to bring something up because I remember the first time I met you. I know the first time you met him. I know you've seen one of his TikToks before. And then earlier this year, obviously we played the Chargers. We lost in L.A. We never seem to win in L.A., which is always frustrating for us. But I seen the viral video that you posted afterwards. I couldn't stop laughing, even though I was mad at the game. I was pissed off at the game, and I watched. I was like, okay, that was a good one, man. The Hug a Raider fan, man.
Yeah. So it's crazy. My partner, my boy Vito, who does a lot of my editing and stuff like that for podcasts and stuff. We worked together for a long time. And I told him I had an idea, right? I was like, listen, if we win this game, because by the way, it was an if. It wasn't like, hey, we're going to go stump these guys. I was like, it's like, hey, if we win this game, I want to do this video. And I came up with that. I wrote it down, and then I wrote the script, and I came in and did it in Paul's studio. But the crazy thing is, I grew up like family. I got my family of friends are Raider fans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like in my house, I had Dallas Cowboy fans, and then I'm from Maryland, so I had the then Redskins, now Commanders, then Redskins fans, and it was Raiders fans. Your cousins and uncles were all Raiders fans. So I grew up with it. So I've always been like in between, and I know how they are. So I know how to kind of press at Raiders fans a little bit because I know how they are. I grew up with them. They were in my household. So I was like, I don't care if you are a hater, you're mad, you're pissed off, whatever it is. They're finding this shit funny, right? This is going to be funny. Whoever it is just going to be a funny deal. And so, even my boy Charles C. Wood, man, Charles, he commented under. He's like, I can't say that this is good, right? And so I think, all right, cool. All my boys that played, thought it was funny too. So
I like that. I respect that too because like. Even though like we both go for opposite teams, it's good. Like I get along with a lot of people that could make jokes and stuff like that, but not be disrespectful. Yeah, I know this guy goes back and forth with a lot of opposing fans.
I found him for that. He had because I reposted it his video, and I just thought it was because that's some shit that I would do, right? Like so and and so like for me. The reason why I go at Raiders fans and all that stuff so much because the fan base is so strong.
It is.
Right? And so I've always, even over the course of my career, I've been very close to just our fans for sure for the Chargers, but just fans in general. Like I was just in Dallas on Friday and Saturday. And I'm going through Dallas airport, and like people are screaming at me from the bar, from sitting at it. It was like one of those. So it's when you get recognized by different fan bases, it's cool. But also too, I respect the fact when you have a strong fan base, they ain't letting nothing slide, right? They not letting. Like I know when I say something to Raiders fans on social media, I know I'm gonna get lit up. I know it, and I'm already prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I like and appreciate the fan interaction more than anything because regardless if they talking shit or not, for me, it's first of all, it's letting the fan know I see you, right? Because a lot of people I think. Want to be noticed. They say stuff that just get noticed. Even if they're a fan of you, got something. I have Chargers fans that say some crazy shit to me, right? But they just it's them waving and like, hey, look, I'm here. When I say anything back, it's like, oh, she responded.
Bro, it's the same thing with us. We get a lot of flack from even Raider fans because we have hot takes here and there, and then they always say the most out of pocket thing, and then I come back like. Well, just like a funny reply, nothing crazy, and then I'm like, yo, I'm a big fan, yada yada. I was like. Oh, now you want to be all cool and all, but the whole time he was talking crazy, man.
Yeah, they just, in my opinion, they just, sometimes people just want to be noticed. They will say, and most of the time, the most negative thing get noticed first.
That's true.
Right? And so those typically get the responses that people are looking for. So I know when somebody is being negative or they saying something, they're just trying to say, yo, hey, look at me, pay me attention. So I never really get offended by anything like that.
I know you say you had a lot of Raider family and whatnot, but once you got drafted to the Chargers, did a lot of them follow you, or did they still go?
Yeah, like they all came, because family's gonna take precedent over anything, right? But typically, like my aunt is a diehard Cowboys fan. I mean, diehard, and Cowboys fans are the most delusional fans in all the sports, right?
That's like another big fan base there, too.
Like big fan base. And when I say something about the Cowboys, I get the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? And so my aunt was a huge Cowboys fan, but she came to the games, and she had my jersey, and my family had my jersey, even though I know they were Cowboys or Raiders or then Redskins, now Commanders fans. Yeah. Because, family takes precedent over all of that. Y'all know what it is. Raiders, bitch.
Just win, baby. Let's go.